Assalamu alaikum students. This is the lecture for the class 7th. We are discussing about the institutional representation of the democracy. We learned about the universal adult franchise and the elections. Today we will see the secret ballot. What is secret ballot and what's the work of this secret ballot? Secret ballot. Voting is done by a secret ballot. No one comes to know who has cast vote for whom. This gives the voters their freedom to choose candidate of their choice. Secret ballot is when we go to the voting place where the voting is done. There is a place where we cast our vote, where no one sees, no camera is there, no one else is there without the voter who casts the vote. So this gives the choice to the voter who chose according to his or her choice. So even after voting, this anonymity is maintained, encouraging voters to vote without any fear. Anonymity means faceless or nameless, or we can say the voter which casts the vote to his or her choice, that remains secret between him and his God only, because no one knows whom we cast to vote, whom the voter has cast his or her vote. So this is called the secret ballot, where a voter casts a vote of his or her choice of candidate. Now we will see the electoral constituencies. So for the purpose of conducting elections, every state is divided into small divisions called electoral constituencies. As we discussed at this point earlier, that the states are divided into small divisions, and these small divisions are called electoral constituencies. As we know, India is a very big country, huge country, and it's not possible to conduct elections at the same time in all the districts, but the constituencies are made, and the different dates are given to the different constituencies for the voting. The constituencies are divided in the manner as to get equal number of population in each constituency. Each constituency is divided on the basis of their population, and each constituency is given equal number of population. Since we follow one man one vote system, the number of citizens in each constituency should be same. This point is clear. Thus, constituencies are drawn out in a manner to ensure equal number of voters in each constituencies as far as possible. So these constituencies are given equal number of voters on the basis of the population, and as far as possible, the number of voters in each constituencies are equal. So there is no discrimination that some constituencies are given more voters, some are less. No, there is equal distribution of voters. People elect one representative from each constituency, as we have single member constituency system in India. As we know that only one constituency, from the one constituency we only elect one representative, and it is because in India we follow the single member constituency system. There is only one constituent from the one district. So we can say that secret ballot electoral constituencies, these are very important for conducting elections. Through secret ballot, there is this thing that voters get the privacy, that no one knows whom he or he has chosen. Electoral constituencies gives the elections a way how to conduct elections, and fair elections, smooth elections, and elect only one representative from one constituency. Now we will see the different stages of election. As you know that each political party selects a candidate for each constituency. Then nomination of each candidate is filed in the office of the returning officer of each constituency. So political parties are there, they select their one candidate, and his file or his nomination is filled in the office of returning officer of that constituency, which is elected by the election commission for the smooth functioning of election at that particular constituency. And after the examination of this nomination papers, the returning officer allots election symbols to the candidates, that we will later see what are the symbols. So a member is selected from the political party. His nominations are filed in the office, and then the returning officer who is at that constituency gives the symbol or allots a symbol to the candidate. Then the contested candidate campaign their respective constituencies, making people aware of the election manifesto, which reflects their policies and plans for the welfare of their constituency in near future. So then the contested candidates, they start campaigning, they start awareing people, give awareness to the people that how we will make your lives welfare policies with the welfare schemes, how we will make your lives more comfortable, how we will provide you welfare schemes through their election manifesto. Election manifesto is nothing but it reflects policy and plans of the constituency or plans of the political party which are in the election. So they use different methods for campaigning, different methods, like they do the rallies, they do the make the posters, different posters, banners for their promotion of the party. On the fixed date of elections, people go to the polling booth to cast their vote under full security arrangements. That you can see this picture, it shows that it's the secret ballot, how a person is casting his or her vote. So the fixed date is given to the people so that they can cast a vote on that date. So the next thing is the cast voters are counted on a specific date, and the candidate who has got the maximum votes is declared winner by the returning officer, and is given a certificate by the returning officer in this regard. So we can say that when the voting is done, then the counting starts. The counting starts of the voters. So votes. So then one is declared as winner. So then the returning officer at that particular constituency gives the certificate to the winning candidate. So the elected members for the parliament are called MPs or member of parliament, and the elected members of the state assemblies are called MLAs or the member of legislative assembly. So when the parliament elections are conducted, elected members or the winners are called members of parliament, and when the state elections are held, then the winners are called MLAs or the member of legislative assembly. So now we will see, this is when we cast our vote. This mark on the nail is the thing that it denotes that we have cast our vote. Now the electoral process. What is this electoral process? To contest in election, person must be 25 years of age or above. So when the nominations are filed in the office of the returning officer of the constituency, then he or she should be 25 years of age, the candidate. Political parties should register themselves with the election commission. Though there are many political parties, but they should be registered in the election commission. Some candidates are independent candidates. Who are these independent candidates? These are those candidates who does not mix up with any political party, or they are independent. They don't campaign or they don't contest elections with any political parties. They remain independent. So political parties start campaigning for their elections, as we discussed this point earlier, for the welfare, for the awareness of the people, so that they convince people to vote them. Why? Because they will provide them good laws, good policies for the welfare of the people. Electronic voting machines are used to record votes. This comes in the secret ballot, that electronic voting machines are now used. Earlier there was this system that on the chits the people wrote the names of the candidate whom they want to win. so they put that chit on the secret ballot. But now today we have this voting machine. Then when the votes are recorded, then the declaration of results. This is the picture which shows different campaigning. One side is the BJP party and another side is the second party. How they campaign their political parties, how they campaign their show their campaigning through their election manifesto, how they convince people to vote for them. This is also a thing. This is the voting machine. This shows the different symbols and different names of the different political parties, and from right side there are buttons before the symbols of different political parties, and whom you want to choose, you can press that button and the vote gets casted to your choice. Political parties. What is a political party? It's a group of people who came together to win the elections. Political party is the group of people who want to contest elections, who want to form a government. In our country, there are several parties that stand in the elections. Political parties are of two types, national and regional. These political parties we will further discuss in the next topic, in the next lecture, but it's the little bit introduction of political parties, that this is a group of people who came together to win the elections. In our country there are different parties, political parties, national and regional. National are at the center level and regional are at the state level, like we have the NCPDP, this is a regional party. BJP Congress, that's a national party. These are the symbols, like this we were discussing about the symbols, that after the nomination the returning officer allots the different symbols to the political parties. This is an example, like BJP have the flower, lotus flower, Congress has the hand, and Aam Aadmi Party has this symbol. So these are the symbols which shows the political parties, and people cast vote on their choices. Thank you.